Hello and welcome to Tallinn, Estonia. As you can see behind me, I am here on the Norwegian Dawn. It's about a 30-minute walk from the port to the old town, and the terminal is actually very nice here. I do not have any excursions booked, just planning to explore on foot. I didn't film anything this morning on the ship, and I probably won't film anything this evening. Kind of just taking a day off after doing lots of filming, lots of days in a row. So maybe I'll do a short video instead, just show you this beautiful city. From what I can see from the ship, it does look absolutely gorgeous. No idea what all these logs are doing here, or tree stumps. They're gigantic, massive. Wonder if a tree was cut down and they left the pieces here, or if it fell or something, I don't know. There's no plaques or anything around that I can see. This is just adorable. Some of these roofs, like right here, the red ones, remind me of like Croatia. So obviously we're in the old town now, and I have searched a couple of things to see here in the area, so I'm on my way to the first one. So cute. I love it. Well, I think I may have come at the wrong time, as it seems like there's several tour groups here right now. So it's a little crowded, but this is the old town square, the main square, at least part of it. So I'm gonna keep walking around and get a little bit more footage, but yeah, a little bit crowded right now. Okay, so now I'm coming out to the main square. So far, all over the old town, I've come across lots of different restaurants and cuisines, Italian, Indian, local, Estonian food. So there's tons of options, even more out here in this square, but I suspect that most likely all of these are going to be very touristy. But one thing I definitely wanted to do while I was here today, because this is a leisurely day for me, I wanted to stop somewhere and get some either an early dinner or a late lunch, probably a late lunch, and a drink, and just enjoy my time in the old town area because it's such a beautiful day. Yet again, another sunshine, blue sky day, so I have to take full advantage, and I want to try and find somewhere outside where I can enjoy it and just soak it in. And then just, I mean, looking at all the architecture out here, I don't know what it's called. I can probably look it up, so I'll do that in a second, but it's all very different. It doesn't all exactly look the same. You can see some of the buildings have the pointed tops, some of them are rounded, some of them have the like the clay roof, like what that one looks like. And then here we have a church that's clearly undergoing some extensive renovations, so can't really see the facade very well, but this is such a beautiful square area. Not quite as crowded as the place I just came from. So these are the two twin towers that mark what once was the city's defensive wall. And it sort of has like a very fairy tale-like vibe, and this is from the outside looking into the old city. So I've passed through and gone to the other side, and then once you go the other direction, you can see how everything starts to become very modern and not sort of the old timey feel that it feels like inside the walls. And what a view. One thing I can tell you I'm not doing is if people are standing outside of their empty restaurant asking you to go eat there, and there's other restaurants that have people sitting at them, don't go to the one where someone's telling you to go eat there. Go find somewhere else. Trust me, it's probably empty for a reason. This is my next stop. This is St. Catherine's Passage. And this street is sort of like a medieval alleyway. There's Gothic arches, ancient tombstones embedded in the wall, and workshops here as well. Definitely feels like you step back in time a bit. Gorgeous. 14th to 15th century tombstones. Wow. So it tells you which ones they are and what year. Right here on the left. Pretty impressive. Headless chicken. Wow, this is so cool. It really does feel like very medieval feel here. This isn't my next destination, but I just walked by here and thought I should just walk in and see what's going on in this little courtyard. How cute! Absolutely adorable. I love little hidden places like this. Alright, well, I've sort of exited the main square area and surrounding areas of the old town. Then I've come out to what's probably a church or a cathedral of some sort. But I'm not able to find on the map right now exactly what it is. But I have another destination in mind right now. We're going to go there first and then come back here to this area because I'm starting to get very hungry after all this walking. Well, it turns out this is a museum. Very nice one at that. This path is quite a hike, going uphill. It should be a rewarding end, though. This is the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral right here. Wow. Now this is incredible. The one thing that really stands out to me about Tallinn is so many variations and differences in the architecture from one building to the next. Just like complete opposite styles. I wish we had brightly and nicely colored buildings like this in the United States, but we don't. Everything is just basic colors. Black, white, beige. That's about it. And here we are. My next location, which is a city viewpoint. Let's see what we can see from here. Wow. This is an incredible view. Never would have known this was here. It was just hidden right around the corner. Oh, you can see the ship over there. Let me see if I can zoom in a bit so you can see. There it is. There's the Dawn. Look at all these rooftops. There's a little rooster right there. This is amazing. What an incredible view. Oh, there's a plane landing over there. Look at that. Right behind that building. Wow. This is amazing. Well, I got here just in time because 2 tour groups just showed up, so now it is overcrowded and no chance to take more pictures, so I'm moving on. Now the real challenge begins. Where do I eat? That is going to be a difficult decision. Okay, there's actually one more place that I forgot. I had planned to go before I even started on this cruise, and I had bookmarked it, and I was looking at my maps and realized I bookmarked that and never went. So I'm going to go there first, and then I'm going to decide on where to eat. I just popped in here to get a magnet, and it was only 4 euros. Compared to the shop up by the viewpoint, there were 14 euros there. I was shocked. 14 euros for a basic magnet? That's insane. So yeah, don't go up and buy them near any of the most famous areas in the city. One of these days, I'm going to get a tattoo on vacation. but not today. This is what I was coming to see. This little statue right here. I'm gonna see if I can try and get a selfie picture with him. Fortunately, nobody's here right now. Got here just in time because now a whole tour group just showed up as well. So got lucky with my timing. Okay, now I'm off to find somewhere to eat. And that brings my time in Tallinn to an end. I am officially heading back to the ship. I just grabbed a drink and a small snack from a restaurant. I honestly had the hardest time trying to make up my mind of where to go. Everything seemed too touristy. I didn't want to trust any reviews, so I just decided to sit and get just a little teeny snack, and then I'm gonna get back on board and eat a different dinner later on. Definitely could have spent more time walking around, but I need to get back to the ship. I have sinus issues going on right now. Oh, these are pretty. Taking a slightly different route back to the ship than I took here. Try to see some new things. All these modern buildings look so different from what's in the old town. I definitely prefer the old town parts of these European cities. There's so much charm. And they're so walkable because there's not a whole lot of cars in there. They don't have these, 4-lane highways and roads, and yeah, it's just a totally different feel. It's like you're in a different city altogether. There she is. Back to the cruise port. There's the ship. People have discovered this photo spot. I should probably go take a picture too. I decided to come back out because there's a Tallinn sign over there I'm going to go get a picture in front of. But also this anchor right here, right in front of the boat. How cool is that? It's very scenic. Someone very kindly just took my picture in front of the sign, and then my phone immediately died after that. Thank goodness I asked them quickly enough and that my battery held out just enough time to get a picture. I think I have fulfilled my task today of exploring Tallinn, and what an amazing cruise port. Very scenic, very picturesque area, lots of photo opportunities. And I am even more surprised at, just how great this day was. I thought yesterday in Riga would blow every other port out of the water, and today kind of did the same thing. I loved it just as much as yesterday. Could have spent more time there, would have loved to explore more on foot, but I do feel like I got a pretty good taste of the city so that I know in the future, if and when I can come back, I definitely will. It was a beautiful area, beautiful old town, beautiful city. Nothing but good things to say about it. And now it is time officially, finally, to go back on the ship. We are actually in port today until, I think we leave at 9:30, so all aboard is 9 p.m. and it is a little after 7 o'clock right now, so the sun is still pretty high in the sky. And we've had really late sunsets every night. We've also had incredibly beautiful sunsets every single night of this cruise. Hopefully tonight will be another one, but we still have a few hours until then, so time to get back on board and warm up a little bit because it's starting to get chilly out here now that the sun is behind the clouds. Kind of looks like she's smiling from this angle. We are officially sailing away from Tallinn, and this is the dinner table that I got. I may not be so lucky to get a sunset tonight, as that is the view right now of the sun, but the ship is turning and we are sailing away from this beautiful port. What a gorgeous city. What a gorgeous dinner view.